Hey y'all, where is my remote control? Oh, hey y'all. Uh, how are y'all seeing me? Are y'all seeing me rotated or? Hey Monine, am I sideways to y'all or am I upright? I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Hey Melissa, I'm sideways. Am I crooked for y'all? Cause I look like I'm the way y'all messages are coming across. Hold on, let me do this. Is that better? Hey y'all. Hey. Hold on, y'all. Cause I wasn't even. Okay, that's better. Hold on. Cause I don't want it to fall. Oh, y'all got a little nipple shot, honey. All right. There you go. Oh, child. Yes, I was laying here and said, well, let me just go live and see what's going on with the peoples. That's better, Margie. Good. All right. Oh, I said, let me go live and see what's going on with the peoples. As y'all see, I was just laying in my bed relaxing. Today was a very long, taxing, tired day for me. It was, it was a lot. It was a lot. It was a lot. Shout out to Melissa. Hey, Monte, happy birthday, boo. Y'all tell Monte happy birthday. Y'all, it was a lot going on today. It was just a lot. Um, I had to deal with a lot with Trimell because they blew his arm out. And hey, one Jazzy Diva, they blew his arm out in dialysis, and he don't know no better. So hey, everybody, I'm live on Facebook. I mean, I'm just live on YouTube, so you know, I'm not live on StreamYard. So if I miss your comment, it's because the comments come and then they disappear. But yeah, Monte, you can put your Cash App in the chat, and if anybody wants to send you a birthday gift, they can. I don't mind. You can put your Cash App in the chat. Boo, it's your birthday. But yeah, y'all know that's Prince Monte. That's me and Tramell's son. I'll take a son that age, honey, but I won't take a son, a little baby son. But I'll take a son that age. There go his Cash App, y'all. If y'all want to Cash App Monte for his birthday. Uh, well, he retracted it, so he might have put it in wrong, so he put it back. But yeah, today was a lot. They fucked up Tramell's arm, and you welcome, Monte, and he was upset about that because the whole purpose for him getting his arm done was so that he wouldn't have to have a port in his chest. So now they might have to put the port in his chest because they fucked up his arm. But he don't know no better. I know better, but he don't know no better. Well, they fucked it up yesterday, um, and then today they couldn't give him dialysis, and the nephrologist was scaring him, and because of the RSV, I was asleep all damn day. So, he was getting upset with me because I wasn't coming when he wanted me to come because I couldn't wake up. Like, it was, child, I couldn't wake up. It was like I wake up, I lay back like this and fall asleep. I get up, I wake up, sit up, and lay back like this and fall asleep. I get up, sit up, lay back like this and fall asleep. And then when I was ready to come, he didn't pick up, so I'm thinking they gave him dialysis. I laid back and I went to sleep. Um, so I ended up going up there, of course. I'm not going to leave my husband stranded. I took him some food, I took him some coffee, and, he was good. He was glad to see me. I understand what's going through his mind because I had to go through everything Trimell is going through right now. I had to go through alone by myself. So I get it. I understand it. He wants to come home, but now if they have to put the port in his chest, the port, child, they put that port in 5 minutes and he'll have it in and he can do dialysis and it's a wrap. But they saying that because of the way they blew his, hey, Cocoa Butter Barbie, because of the way they blew his arm, it may take 3 to 4 weeks to heal. Right, because they've blown my arm before, and I just had like a day to heal, and then the next day when I went to dialysis, they just stuck me again. But his is like bad, like because the machine tells you what's going on. I don't expect Trimell to understand that because he's new. The machine told them that his Venus wasn't right. They just started the machine again. The machine beeped again. They started the machine again. So every time they started the machine, it was, making it worse. Until finally somebody really paid attention. It was like, oh, his arm blew, his vein blew. So, I don't expect him to know all of that right away. I know that because it's happened to me. It's happened to me before. But, like I told him, I said, if it happens in dialysis, they just gonna pull a needle out and stick it someplace else. So you in the hospital, so you get the opportunity to, you know, have them put a port in. When they do it in dialysis, child, is they just blow your vein, put some ice on it, and then stick you someplace else and call it a day. You get a little bit of relief because all that coagulated blood starts, you know, pulling out and what have you. So you get a little bit of relief. But if they stick him now, he's gonna be in a lot of pain because he sat like that overnight. So when he told me, I was like, well, tomorrow when they do it, you'll get some relief. But they couldn't even do it today because when the nephrologist came and saw it, he was like, no, they can't stick you there. So they have to have the vascular surgeon come and see what his arm looks like tomorrow. And then they scaring him, telling him, hey, Lawrence, that he has to have dialysis because his levels are too high and he's toxic. And trust me, I went through this whole situation by myself. So I get it. It's scary. I mean, it's one thing we all walk around thinking that, one day we could die. But when you're in the hospital and people are literally telling you you could die, that's a whole nother story. That's just a whole nother story. So I get it. I get it. Y'all just pray for my husband because he's mentally going through it right now, and I get it. I've been there. And like I told him, I had to weather it through the storm by myself. He doesn't have to weather it by himself. He has me. I had to deal with it by myself, on my own, by myself. And it's a scary thing when the reality of death is like right in your face. So I get it. I get it 100%. I really get it 100%. But other than that, I didn't eat all day. I guess it's like my grandmother used to say. I was telling Melissa, and Melissa, shout out to you for keeping me grounded all day. I really, really, really appreciate you. I really do, and I really appreciate our friendship. But I I I didn't eat all. I just ate, and I just ate. I still had a piece of chicken left that I fried yesterday, and I had made me a peanut butter and jelly sandwich because I had Melissa cracking up. I said, I guess it's what my grandmother said: starve a cold and fever, feed a fever, because I really wasn't hungry. And RSV is just like supposed to be like a really bad cold. So I wasn't even really hungry, to be honest with you. I just was weathering it through and just, doing what I had to do today, but I just could not wake up. Like, oh my God, it was worse. This RSV shit is worse than COVID when it comes to sleeping. Like, with COVID, at least I was sleepy, but I could wake up and do what I needed to do, and then I lay down and go back to sleep. Child, it's RSV shit. You lay like I literally would lay back like this and be out, and then I'd be out for 2 to 3 hours and wake up and be like, oh shit, and wake or my phone ringing. It's Trimell, and I'm like, babe, I'm coming, and he's like, okay, and I lay back and I'm out for another hour or two. It's horrible. It's horrible. I don't know. Like when I was in Jersey before I moved here, it was always said that it was like a kid's disease, like kids were getting it. So, I didn't think twice about it. I'm like, I'm not a kid, I'm not a child. Child. Miss Georgia, honey, she's doing shows, honey. I need to wear a mask everywhere I go in Georgia, honey, because she's doing shows, bitch. I'm like, how the hell did me and Trimell get RSV? Like, well, how did he get it? Because he passed it on to me because it's highly contagious. So I'm like, we don't be around kids like that. At first, I thought it was the flu, but then I'm like, well, I had a flu shot. So once I started getting a cough, I was like, but my cough wasn't as bad as his was. But I'm like, why do I have this cough and things? Because, like, I don't have the flu. Like, I had a flu shot. I shouldn't have the flu. And when he told me, when I took him to the emergency room, when he called me that night and told me he had RSV, I was like, are you fucking kidding me? Hey, Alicia, I was like, are you fucking kidding me? They said that was just a kid's thing. So even my sister, when I told her today, she was like, but I thought that was only kids. I said, girl, don't believe the hype because adults could get it too. And I said, allegedly it's worse for adults, but it said I should be over it in 2 weeks, and I really am getting over it. He still has this cough really bad, and they're giving him antibiotics. For me, they just told me, you know, as long as I can breathe, I'm good. It should go away in 2 weeks. So my coughing has subdued a little bit, and I've been taking Mucinex DM. So like all of that combined is, getting me where I need to be. So I don't mean that, I'm just letting y'all know what's going on. I don't mean to just come on the live and start with the whole sickness thing. I really don't. But I know a lot of y'all are concerned about Trimell and what's going on with him and if he's okay and stuff like that. I know he's mad because he feels he's going to have to stay in the hospital even longer. But he don't realize, child, they'll put that port in his chest in 5 minutes. And, well, it's really a catheter. They'll put it in his chest, give him dialysis, and he'll be able to come home just like he was going to be able to come home. They just got to give him dialysis because his creatine levels are too high to just let him come home. And then he needs to see a social worker so they can set up dialysis for him. Once all of that's done, he can come home and relax and, chill and do what he wants to do, and which is need to be sit his ass in the bed and relax. Um, but that's what's going on with that. I know a lot of people called me today. Child, I was knocked out half the time y'all called me. And I honestly, I only picked up for my sister and Trimell, to be honest with you, because every time somebody else called me, I was like, oh, child, I'm tired. Oh, child, I'm asleep. Oh, y'all gonna have to call me back because I just fell back to sleep. So I wasn't even, nothing happens on the weekend. I was like, child, I can't. So I didn't even pick up. I missed a lot of calls today. I apologize to anybody watching this that called me. I did talk to Melissa because, like I said, Melissa weathered me through my storm. Get your rest. That's the most important thing. That's for the both of you. Oh, Tremella's in the hospital. I had to go there tonight. I had to ask the girl. She was very nice. But I had to ask her what's wrong with some of them nurses. I was like, I was just in here myself. I said, you call them and they act like they ain't got to come running when you call them. You know, they act like they ain't got to come running when you call them. And then they switched my dialysis days back to what they were, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So I got to go to dialysis tomorrow as opposed to Tuesday. So, it's just today was a lot. Today was just like a whole lot. Today was a whole lot. And I'm just glad I made it through because today was a lot. It was a lot. I'm kind of liking my hair like this. Just, I don't like that part right there because that just shows that I don't have that much hair right there, but, it is what it is. But I'm liking it light and just not hard and mechanical. I like it light. Thank you, Lawrence. But yeah. So I don't know if Trimell will come into this live. Um, he can type into it, but I just went live on YouTube. I hope Trimell comes on tonight. He, well, I didn't go live through StreamYard, so he might not be. If he is, he's gonna just type in the chat. Cause I just came live straight on YouTube. I didn't feel like setting up a whole StreamYard thing tonight. I just didn't. Cause I wasn't even coming on. Hey, Monica. I wasn't even coming live, and I was just sitting here saying, you know what? Let me go live, and I came live. So I just came live just to come live. But I normally, normally I go through StreamYard where he could come on. But tonight I came just straight through YouTube, so he probably won't be able to come on straight through YouTube. Um, we never did it that way. I don't even think you can do it that way. Yes, I try to keep y'all updated because I know y'all care. I know some of y'all care. Hey, hey, just came to say hey. Thank you. I just, I wanted to update y'all and tell y'all to keep him in your prayers because he's getting a little I don't want to say depressed. Yeah, Cocoa Butter, YouTube has live. You just have to have. They always had live. You just gotta have 1,000 subscribers in order to go live. If you don't have 1,000 subscribers, then you gotta use like StreamYard or one of the other things. But yeah, you just keep him in your prayers because he's starting to get a little depressed. He's starting to get a little, you know, he's starting to get a little underwhelmed. And I get it. Like I said, I've been there already. I've been down that road before. I had to walk down that road alone. He doesn't have to walk down that road alone. I'm right there with him. I'm by his side. And, like I told him, if I have to come up there every day to make sure they doing what they supposed to do, I'm talking about to go live with me. You can add people like streaming. Oh, you can? Child, I didn't know. Well, if he click on it, he should be able to go live with me. Or if he on here, he got to type so I know. Hey, Trisha, what was you eating, Trisha? What did you say you was eating? Shit, I'm hungry. Hey, Olivia. All right, eating some pork skins. I know that's right. Oh, y'all, when I tell you tomorrow I'm going to be starving, especially when I'm done with dialysis. And there's a plethora of food choices for me. But I hate that because when I have so many choices, I can't make one. I took him some Popeyes and some. He was, I'm hungry, I'm hungry, I'm hungry. So I took him some Popeyes and I took him some coffee because you know my husband love his coffee, child. I took him some Popeyes and some coffee. And let me tell y'all, let me tell y'all, Popeyes is so lucky that I just wasn't in the mood today. So I know what Trimell likes. So I go through the drive-through. I'm like, give me 3 wings, mashed potatoes. You know, that's all I want, right? I get through the drive-through. These bitches, I'm like, $8. What is $8? Oh, we don't have 3 wings, so you just give me 3 pieces. That's not what I asked for, bitch. But I wasn't in the mood to fight. I wasn't, because any other time I would have cursed them out. Hey, in Q's world, I would have cursed them out. Like, who the fuck are you? I'm paying for this. You don't just give me 3 pieces. I asked for 3 wings. Like, where they do that at? And even the guy taking my money, he was like, he asked for 3 wings. We don't have 3 wings. So you just give me 3 pieces? Where they do that at? That's not what I asked for. And I'm like, I'm looking at her like, I'm like, you are so lucky. You are so lucky that I am not in the mood right now. Cause I wasn't in the mood to fight. I wasn't. I just, then I get to Dunkin' Donuts. I'm like, I have an extra large hot coffee with cream. Extra large hot coffee with cream and sugar. I said, I did not ask for no sugar. I said a extra large coffee with cream. That's what I asked for. Oh, okay. I was like, here we go. I said, why when I'm trying to be good today? Because I just wasn't in the mood. Y'all just ever been in that mood? I was already mad because they couldn't give him dialysis. I was already mad because they blew his arm out. I was already mad because he wanted me to be up there earlier and I just could not do it. I was already mad because of all these other things that was just going on today. And I'm just like, I'm not in the mood. Like, I just wasn't in the mood to fight and argue with nobody. I wasn't. Because trust me, Popeyes, I wouldn't have even got it, to be honest with you. Because I know what my husband like. I know what he like. I'm the one that I'll eat a 3 piece, but he like wings. I'm like, just give me, cause he's hungry. If he's hungry, honey, he'll eat these chicken. He'll eat this chicken and call it a day, honey, because I'm not in the mood right now. Long as y'all got his mashed potatoes in here and he can eat this chicken that's in here, I'm not. I wasn't in the mood. Today was just not a really good day. It was just not a good day. It was stressful. It was everything under the sun. Like I had every intent on getting to that hospital way before I got to that hospital. But I couldn't. No, they gave me a breast, a thigh, and a wing. And I'm like, I asked for 3 wings, bitch. How you give me a breast, a thigh, and a wing when I asked for 3 wings? We don't have 3 wings. Well, clearly you had one, bitch, because you put it in the box. But I was like, if I wasn't so stressed out with everything that was going on, I would have went in. When I tell you I would have went in, I would have went in. Because one thing you're not going to do is give me what you want me to have when it's my fucking money. And I hate that. You're not going to give me what you want me to have when it's my money. And I just, but you ever just had one of them days where you like, child, if I even go off right now, y'all gonna be calling the police on me because I'm gonna come in there and stick one of y'all faces in that hot grease. Because that's how I felt, for real. I'm like, I'm not even gonna argue. I'm not even gonna fight. I'm just give me the shit and let me go because, you just gonna change my order without telling me. And if it wasn't for the boy looking in the box, because he gave me my credit card back. He's like, yeah. And I'm like, what the fuck? And I just couldn't deal. I couldn't deal. Then to go to Dunkin' Donuts, and I'm like, could I have an extra large coffee with cream? Extra large coffee, cream, and sugar? No, when did I say sugar, bitch? I never said sugar. I never asked you for sugar. Because out here, Trimell can't put sugar in his stuff. See, back home in New Jersey, when you ask them for sugar, honey, they act like they taking it out their check. But when you in the South, honey, and you ask for sugar, bitch, they gonna make sure they give you sugar. Cause Southern people love their sugar, honey. They sweet tea is sweet. Coffee with sugar in it got is sweet. So Tramel can't mess around and ask for sugar down here because it's too sweet, and you diabetic. So he told me to, get the sugar packets on the side, and he'll do it himself. But I'm like, because see, back in Jersey, you could say for sugar, and child, you drink your coffee, you be like, did these bitches put any kind of sugar in here? Like, are they taking it out your check? Why I don't have sugar in my coffee? But here in Atlanta, child, in Georgia, you ask for sugar in that coffee, honey. You got more sugar than you got cream in coffee. Cause they gonna make sure that it's sweet. Oh, hold on, y'all. They gonna make sure that it's sweet. One thing they gonna make sure down here is that it's sweet. Oh, child. Let me tell y'all something. If y'all got kids, please keep them from getting this RSV shit. And if you an adult, wear your mask, honey. Cause when I was back home in New Jersey, they just act like, hey, Jashana, they just act like only kids was getting this RSV stuff. And child, this RSV kicks your ass, honey. When I had COVID, I didn't sleep as much as I'm sleeping with this RSV. When it says fatigue, honey, it means bitch. It might as well just say coma. It don't even need to say fatigue. It needs to just say coma. Cause when I tell you, you just want to sleep, and then you don't be hungry. You don't want to eat. Yesterday I was hungry because I didn't eat the day before, and I know tomorrow I'm gonna be hungry. And tomorrow I'm like dreading it because I'm like, what am I gonna eat tomorrow? Because I already know when I get real hungry, I have a plethora of. When I tell you, I could walk out of my door and I have a plethora of restaurants that I could eat at. I but I'm not gonna know what I want. I want to say I saw two Captain D's. I could do fit, and I saw Long John Silver, and I was like, oh, I ain't had Long John Silver in years, child. But I'm scared that it ain't gonna be good. I'm scared because it's in a Kentucky Fried Chicken, so I'm scared it ain't gonna be good. But I don't know. Tonight I was just like, I didn't even. Tonight was just, it was a lot. I came home, I ate my little piece of chicken, that I had left from yesterday, and I made me a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, and that's what it's gonna be. It is what it is, child. Maybe I might make myself a cup of coffee, and then I gotta get up and go to dialysis. It's still hood. Monique said it's still hood. I, you know what? I saw Captain D's and I saw Long John Silver, so I'm like, which one do I want? And then I thought about it, and I said, well, what if neither one is good? I'm gonna be mad. So I didn't even get nothing because when I get hungry, hungry, hungry like that, I'll decide, oh, I want this, and then I'll get there, order something, and then leave because I'm like, I don't really want this. So I don't know what I want right now. I don't know what I want. And I'm thinking in advance for tomorrow. And Q's, that's what you know what? I have some Campbell's chicken noodle soup. The only reason why I didn't eat it was because I didn't want to. Y'all tell Monte happy birthday for those of you just coming in. Hey, El Manning. Um, I didn't want to eat it because it defeats my whole purpose for dialysis tomorrow, drinking all that fluid. So that's the only reason why I didn't eat the soup. Because trust me, now that I ate, I'm hungry. And I'm like, child, I'm hungry. I shouldn't have even ate because before I ate, I was fine. Before I even ate, I was fine. But now that I ate that sandwich and that piece of chicken, I'm like hungry as hell. So, yes, y'all run him up for Monte. Today is his birthday. Prince Monte. It's his birthday today. Y'all, oh, when I tell y'all today was a day, ooh, today was a day, honey. Today was a day. Oh, but one good thing is for sure that I noticed when I went to see Trimell, I noticed that I could walk better. I don't get as tired as when I walk because my blood pressure isn't dropping because they fixed that when I was in the hospital last week. So that's a plus. And, I've been putting off this bone marrow thing they want to do to see why I'm not producing red blood cells. But I see I'm going to have to do it because they're going to have to figure out why. Because the medicine isn't. Emma's in the hospital, El Manning. Emma is in the hospital. Still in the hospital. Um, but yeah, I just, it's a lot. It's a lot. I was in the hospital last week. I come out, then he goes in this week. It's been a lot since we moved here. He was sick. We thought he had the flu really bad. Come to find out, he had RSV, and he had to start dialysis because his blood was really toxic. So he's in the hospital now. They're trying to fix the RSV, which he gave to me, but I don't have it as bad as he did because I had a flu shot. And they said so that you don't get it as bad. If you have a flu shot and the COVID shots, you won't get the RSV. Is really bad. It was bad the way I was coughing, but it was nothing like him. Like Trimell, he didn't sleep in like a week, and I had a feeling that he needed to start dialysis because y'all know he was showing y'all his arm, that he got his arm done and what have you. And, you know, I started, Thanksgiving is when I really noticed it. When he came home and got undressed, I looked at him, I was like, damn, your thighs and your ass and your calves is big as fuck. And he's like, oh yeah, oh look at the pot roast, look at the pot roast. And I'm like, mm-mm. Cause in my head, I'm like, yeah, bitch, I've been there. I know what that's given. I know what it's given because I went through the same thing. But I didn't want to scare him. I didn't want to, you don't want to put things on people. So I just kept it to myself. And then when he was so sick and coughing and coughing and coughing and hacking the way he was, I was like, yeah, he was retaining fluid. That's why his face, like when he told y'all, look at my face, is fatter. He was retaining all that fluid, even though he was peeing like a racehorse. But I was the same way. I was peeing like a racehorse, but they drained like 20 pounds of fluid off me. So, you know, it just it just they told him that if I didn't take him to the emergency room when I did, he probably would have died that night in his sleep because he was so toxic. So now that they blew his arm out in dialysis yesterday, he's scared because he's like, I need dialysis. And I said, Trimell, they're not going to let nothing happen to you. I said, believe me, they could put that port in your chest in 5 seconds and give, because right there is where mine was. I was like, they put that port in you in 5 seconds and hook you up to dialysis machine. You good to go. I was like, they just want to make sure they send in a vascular surgeon tomorrow to see if they could do the dialysis again in your arm. And if not, they're going to put the port in your chest and do it that way. So, Al Manning, pray for him because his spirits are going down because, it's they keep telling him, oh, you could die, you got to do this, you got to do that. And I've been there. I was there. I was there. I weathered that storm by myself in the hospital of being told that I was so toxic I could die. And, oh, we got to do this. And see, me, I was just like, because they wanted to put mine in back in April. And I wouldn't let them do it. And then in August of 2016 is when I got sick like he is right now. And when they told me I had end stage, I said, end stage? I said, end stage means I could die. And they was like, well, yeah. I was like, okay, when are you putting that port in my chest and doing my arm? And they was like, oh, well, so you're going to do the, bitch, you just told me I had end stage, bitch. I miss my mama, honey. But I don't miss her like that I want to go see her no time soon, honey. I love her to death, but I ain't trying to go see her no time soon, bitch. So, I let them do with it. And that's the mark right there from the port I had in my chest. And I told him, I said, Trimell, don't worry, it's easy. They put the port in. As soon as they take you out of the surgery from the port, they take you right to dialysis and give you dialysis. You'll be fine, But it's rough when people are telling you, you could die, you could die, you could die, you could die. Like, nobody wants to hear that shit. Nobody wants to hear that shit. We all know we born to die, honey. But when you're faced with death, face to face, honey, that ain't it. It's not a cute thing. So trust me, I know how he feels. I've been there. Been there. I weathered it by myself. I didn't have nobody to go through it with. I went through it by myself. So I get it. You know, I get it 100%. And he's trying to keep a positive outlook, but I know that his mind is all over the place right now. So I, you know, I pray for him. I keep him uplifted in prayer, and I try to, you know, he was like, I don't want to talk no more tonight. I just want to be by myself. I said, okay, I'll let you be by yourself tonight. I get it. I understand. But I'm calling you tomorrow, probably while I'm at dialysis. And, it is what it is because I've been there. I know what it's like. I know what it's like to have people just, doctors coming in your room. Oh, you could die. Oh, your creatine level is so high. Oh, you're toxic. Oh, you're this. Oh, you're that. And you just sitting there like, well, bitch, what the fuck? Do something about it. Don't fucking just talk to me about it. Do something about it, bitch. You telling me I'm toxic and I could fucking die, bitch. But I don't see us doing nothing about it. You just got me laying in this motherfucking bed. Like, do something about it. Right. In Q's world, fix it. Shit. So, and I feel bad because he got his arm done so that he wouldn't have to have the port put in, and then them dumb bitches blew it because instead of listening to my fucking machine, they go and just keep starting the machine. That's how I passed out and broke my nose because instead of the woman listening to the machine, showing her that my blood was getting clogged, was coagulating in the machine, this bitch just gonna press the button and let it go again. So by the time the machine went off again, they had to throw all my blood away. Like, what do I want to know what do they pay some of these motherfucking nurses for? Like, what the fuck do they pay them for? Like, why the fuck did you become a nurse if you're not gonna, if your job is not gonna be to help people? Like, the fuck? You could have been a teacher. You could have been sitting home playing with your pussy on that website and shit. And I'm like, I can't. I can't. Like, I, it just, I even told the nurse tonight, I said, I don't understand something. I said, I was just in here last week. I said, my husband called like 5 times last night for somebody to heat up his dinner. I said, nobody came. The one person that came must have heated his dinner for 5 minutes. I said, it wasn't even 5 minutes, it was 5 seconds. They bring him back cold food. I said, he can't eat. The nurse got to bring him a sandwich. He's diabetic. I said, it wasn't you. I said, but I'm just saying it because I was just in here last week and they did the same shit to me. I call for a nurse and they don't come for like 20 minutes. Like, the fuck is you doing that it take you? Let me tell you something. When I got to Trimell's room tonight, there was no chair in his room. So I asked the nurse that was in the hallway. I said, excuse me, can you get me a chair so I could sit in the room? Oh, you're going to have to wait. I'm going to have to call a nurse to bring a chair. Ask me if the whole hour and a half I was there, did a bitch come and bring a chair? I went in a whole nother room, carried a whole motherfucking chair out of that room, and put it in the room where Trimell was. And I'm like, are you bitches for real? Like, are you bitches serious right now? So you think I'm supposed to be up here visiting my husband, standing up in the motherfucking room till you decide to bring a motherfucking chair? And I'm sure when I left, they came in there with a motherfucking chair. I'm sure when I left. I said, but see, there's a difference. Because I told that bitch in the hallway, I said, see, there's a difference between me and my husband. I ain't got no problem with telling you bitches y'all don't know your motherfucking job and y'all better get up on your shit. Because when I was in there last week, I told that bitch, I don't like you. And she was like, well, I said, I don't like you. You got a nasty motherfucking disposition, and I don't motherfucking like you. So give me my medicine and get the fuck out. I ain't got no problem with telling the nurse, don't fuck with me. None. And if they don't like it, I will throw the motherfucking food at them. Trimell seen me in action. Fuck them bitches. I ain't got to deal with that bullshit. I told one of them one night, I told the nurse, I said, I don't want that bitch. I said, is she coming back here tomorrow night? She was like, yeah. I said, that bitch ain't coming back in my motherfucking room. I said, I don't care what y'all got to do. She better not come back in here. I said, I don't want that bitch nowhere near me. I don't like her. I don't like her nasty disposition. This bitch is trying to fill me up, and that ain't gonna happen. She trying to wipe my ass and wanna wash my dick and shit. No, bitch. We not doing all of that. I'm not incapacitated, bitch. I can do all of that shit myself. Oh, no, I'm gonna stand here and watch you go to the bed. No, the fuck you not. I'm not 5 years old, bitch. You're not gonna watch me take a shit, bitch. I can barely take a motherfucking shit because this hernia is in a knot. And you want to stand there and watch me take a shit? You done lost your goddamn mind, bitch. And the very next night, honey, that bitch was nowhere near me. They put her on another side. I wasn't playing. I ain't got to deal with them bitches like that. I ain't got to deal with them bitches like that. No, I wasn't even at a risk for falling. Because they already know they put that alarm on my bed, child. I get out the motherfucking bed, that alarm go off, and they come running. Mr. McRae, what are you doing? I'm taking a piss, bitch. I'm not waiting for you to come take a piss. I'm taking a piss. Well, when I pushed the button, you didn't come quick enough, bitch. And I ain't shitting in no bedpan, so I got up and came to take a shit. I don't know who they think gonna sit around and wait on their motherfucking asses till they decide to do what they want to do. But it ain't me. Trimell, he laugh. And my sister be laughing at me. They be like, Joe, they gotta take care. Fuck these bitches, honey. All they gotta do is administer motherfucking medicine. That's all they gotta do. They ain't gotta do nothing else but administer motherfucking medicine. And if they don't want to do that, fuck them. I ain't got to deal with their shit. I ain't got to deal with their shit. Either you do your job or I'll do it for you or get somebody that can do it for you. Because what I'm not going to do is sit there and allow you to treat me any old motherfucking kind of way. And you supposed to be taking care of me and you treating me like I'm just some motherfucker on the corner that don't have insurance and shit. So they can kiss my ass when it comes to that because I'll curse the nurse out in a minute. I will curse a nurse out in a minute and don't give two shits about it when I do it. I told Trimell, curse them bitches out. Curse them the fuck out. Lord, I'm so glad I'm not the only one. What NQ said, Lord, I'm so glad I'm not the only dramatic one in the hospitals. But real talk, y'all gonna already charge me with... NQs, let me tell you what they did one day. They didn't want to give me some medicine, right? So they told Trimell to bring my medicine to the hospital. But then it dawned on me. So I told Trimell brought my medicine to the hospital. I said, put my medicine in that bottom drawer. So the nurse was like, oh, did your husband bring your medicine? I said, yeah. Oh, give it to me so we can administer. I said, no, bitch. I said, you think that you going to administer medicine that I already fucking paid for and tell my insurance company that you gave me this medicine so that not only did I pay for it, they can turn around and pay for it again? Fuck you, bitch. I'll take my own medicine in my own motherfucking time. I said, not dare you to go in this motherfucking drawer and take it out because I will get up from here and fuck you up. I ain't that motherfucking sick that I won't pop a bitch. I was like, are you kidding me? You want to give me my medicine so you could make it look like you're administering this medicine to me and you going to put it on the insurance that you gave me this medicine. And Trimell brought my medicine to me. Bitch, please. You done lost your ever-loving motherfucking mind. You done lost your mind, bitch. I done figured y'all out before you figured your own damn self out. You done lost your goddamn mind. When I was just in the hospital, they didn't even give me my motherfucking medicine. They only gave me the medicine to fix what was wrong with me. When I was telling them everything else I took medicine for, hey, Willie Ann, when I told them everything else I took medicine for, they didn't want to give it to me. I was like, okay. I said, long as y'all fix my AFib and my low blood pressure, honey, that's all that matters to me right now. Because me passing out from having low blood pressure and this motherfucking AFib is too much for me. Because my heart was beating all over the place. My heart would beat at like 75, then it would jump to 95, then it would jump to 210, then it would go down to 175, then it would go down to 95. And the idiot doctor that I had when I was upstate New York, he didn't do nothing about it. So, you know, y'all fix what needs to be fixed. And I'll worry about everything else when I get home. And that's what I did, honey. Because I can't. I don't know where these hospitals get off with they bullshit these days. But y'all better pay attention. Y'all better pay attention. Don't go in these hospitals thinking they got your best interest at heart. Because they only got their best interest at heart and how much they getting paid to keep your ass in that bitch. Just like if you notice, they'll never discharge you before 3 o'clock. Nobody will never discharge you before 3 o'clock. Because if they keep you there to 3 o'clock, they get paid for the whole day. Anything before 3 o'clock, they can't charge your insurance for the whole day. That's why they do what they do. That's why you don't get discharge papers till 3:30, o'clock, 5 o'clock. But meanwhile, they done told you at 8 o'clock in the morning you could go home. But they always got an excuse why they got to keep you till 3. Always. So, y'all. See, that's why I didn't label this pillow talk, because it was more of a Joseph rant tonight. Because I'm so over, y'all have no idea how over this hospital I am. And this is supposed to be one of the good hospitals in Georgia. Well, this is an affiliate of the hospital. So I need to go to the actual hospital, not this affiliate of the hospital, because this affiliate is like, oh, y'all are carrying, honey. Y'all are really carrying. So, but I never had to stay in this hospital. They wouldn't change my name when I was in there because, I went back when I lived in Georgia back in 2015. So, Trimell came to see me when I was in the emergency room and he's looking for me and they telling him I'm not in there. So he's like, but my husband, they brought him here. The ambulance brought him here and they like, no, 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 there's no Joseph McRae back there. So finally, she said, well, there is a Joseph. Hey, Joy. She was like, oh, there is a Joseph back there, but his last name ain't McRae. So then, of course, it registered in his head, well, maybe he came to this hospital before. So he gave him my name. And they was like, oh, that's who we have back there. You know how long it took them to change my name to McRae? But if I was a woman and said I got married, they would have changed it instantly. When I told the doctor was furious. When I was, and it was a male doctor, he was furious. He told the girl I came in the room with him, he was like, go change his name immediately. So she looked at Trimell and was like, because Trimell was there, do you have any of his ID? And Trimell said, I have his driver's license. Oh, well, can I see it? And the doctor looked at her like, the fuck is you doing? I just told you to go change his fucking name. You don't need to see his ID. If this man is telling you that's not his name no more, then that's not his name. And I looked at him, I said, yeah, because if I was a woman and said I got married, they would have did it instantly. It would have been no nothing. I said, but because I'm a man and I say I got married and I changed my name, they need all this proof. They didn't want to change it. They would come in the room and call me by my name and I would look at them like they was fucking crazy. And they'd be calling my name and I'd be ignoring them. And I'd be like, sir, you don't hear me? I said, I hear you talking to me, but that ain't my name. That ain't my name no more. I keep telling y'all that ain't my name no more. So until you call me by my name, which is Mr. McRae, I don't have nothing to say to you. The nurse hit you. She was washing me. What did I say? She was washing me. She was washing me. And I moved my arm and she hit me. It wasn't hard. But still, child, I wish a nurse would, honey. As NQ said, I wish a millionaire would. I wish a millionaire would. I wish a millionaire would. Because, no, ma'am, you ain't going to be hitting on me. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. I wish a millionaire would, child. OnlyFans, that's what I was trying to think of before, and I couldn't think of it. You could be on OnlyFans, honey, making more money on OnlyFans than you do as a nurse, honey. And you ain't gotta do much. You ain't gotta do much, honey. I wish the nurse would, child. I can't even, child, let's move on. Because I can't even imagine. I can't even imagine a nurse hitting me. Child. And now, all nurses ain't bad because I had a good nurse. I had a nurse, I told her, girl, I'm hungry as shit. I'm not eating this food y'all giving me. If I DoorDash, would you go get my food for me? She said, yeah. I said, where I need to tell him to go get it? She told me where to tell him to leave it. I said, my food here. She went and got my food and brought it right to me. I had me some lemon pepper wings and a motherfucking Coke, honey, and some fries. I knew the fries was gonna be cold, so I really wasn't, I wasn't really banking on eating those. But I wanted the lemon pepper wings and the soda, honey, and that's what I ate, the lemon pepper wings and the soda. Cause I just, all nurses ain't bad. I've had a lot of good nurses. A lot. I've had more good nurses than I've had bad. Oh, see, this is the thing I hate about this RSV, honey, because you cough and it feel like you got something to bring up, and then you don't. It's just like a dry cough. It's like a heave, and then you just keep coughing until something finally come up, child. But I thought only kids got this RSV, child. But apparently, adults get it too, as I see now. So they giving Trimell antibiotics because, like I said, he had it worse than me because I had a flu shot. He didn't. So, and it's just, they claim it's just a common cold. So, but it's just really bad as the common cold. So, you know, it is what it is. It ain't kicking my ass like it kicked his. And I'm thankful for that. The only thing it's doing is, child, it's making me want to sleep. Oh, child, it shouldn't say fatigue, honey. It should say coma. It shouldn't say that it fatigues you. It should say it puts you in a coma, honey. Child, it should just say it puts you in a coma. Because fatigue is not the right word. Fatigue is the word for COVID, honey. You're fatigued when you have COVID. When you have RSV, honey, you are tired as fuck, honey. You, child, you don't want to get up. You don't even want to get out of the bed. You just want to stay in the bed and sleep all fucking day. I literally stayed in bed. Yesterday, I had to get up because I had to go to dialysis. I went to dialysis and I literally was sitting there sleeping while they was hooking me up. I slept the whole 4 hours. They woke me up and was like, "Wake up, sleepyhead. It's time to go home." And I had to sit in my car and I had to like literally wake myself up to drive home. And as soon as I came home, I got something to drink and I laid back on the bed just like I'm laying right now. And I was out for like 4 hours. Woke up and I forced myself. I said, I'm hungry. Let me cook this chicken. So I cooked the 3 pieces of chicken. I fried it. I ate it. I laid back like this. I was out again. This morning I woke up. I laid back. I was out. I went to sleep. I woke up. I laid back. I was out. Trimell getting madder at me because he wanted me there so bad. And I'm like, oh my God, I can't, I can't. And I was like, I had every intention on going to see my husband, every intention. But I just could not wake up. It was just, oh my God, I've really, at a certain point, I didn't think I was going to be able to go, I'm being honest, because I could not wake the fuck up. And that's when I started talking to Melissa. And while I was talking, I said, Melissa, this is the longest that I've been up since, for this today, right? And she was like, for real? I said, this is the longest I've been up. And I was like, let me get dressed and let me go see Trimell now while I'm up because if I don't, I'm gonna fall back to sleep. I knew I was. So I was just like, oh, let me just get up and go back to sleep. And everybody, get your rest, get your rest. It's not that I don't want to rest. It's like, well, damn, how much sleep am I supposed to get? Like, I'm hungry, but I don't want to eat because I'm tired. I'm too tired to cook something, or too tired to go to the damn store, or don't know what I want to eat. So I'll just say fuck it. And I'm like, child, it's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. This RSV shit is a lot. And like I said, before I got to Georgia, honey, they was all talking about it's a kid's disease. So I was not even thinking that it was gonna happen to me. Like, I'm not gonna get it. It's kids getting it. All little kids getting it. Child, I know them little kids is mad as fuck, honey. Cause all they doing is sleeping. I know they mad because all they doing is sleeping all day long. So, yeah. But y'all, I just came on to let y'all know what's going on with my husband. And let y'all know today was, a trying day for me, a trying day for him. And I didn't mean to blow your ear off if you felt like I was complaining, because I really wasn't. I was just giving you an insight into what our day was given. And Monte, happy birthday, boo. Enjoy the rest of your birthday. Hey, uncle. Enjoy the rest of your birthday, Monte. And again, if y'all want to send Monte a cash app for his birthday, put your cash app up again, Monte, because it's your birthday. You know we don't care. You the prince. You our prince. You our son. So you know we don't mind. And y'all, if you can, bless Monte for his birthday. If you can't, he understands. It's not a big deal. But if you can, bless Monte with something for his birthday. A little something. It ain't got to be a whole lot. There goes his cash app right there. Let me see if I could pin it. I don't know how to do it on. I don't know how to do it. Hold on. Yeah, it won't let me pin it. Um, yeah, it won't let me pin it for some reason. So I don't know how to do it on here. Um, I don't know how to do it when you on YouTube. I know how to do it when I'm on StreamYard, but for whatever reason, it don't do the same thing. Or if I'm on my phone, doing it that way. Joy, actually, I feel better. I feel a lot better. My cough is going away. A lot of my ailments are going away. It's just the sleepiness that's there. Once that goes away, I'll be good. But child, when they say fatigued, honey, like I said, they should say coma because all I want to do is sleep. And like I said, before I left New Jersey, they was making it like it was like a little kid's disease. So I didn't even know adults could get it. So when they told him that's what he had and things of that nature, I was like, are you kidding me right now? Oh, and it's highly contagious. Your husband probably has it too. And Trimell was like, well, what does my husband need to do? Does he need to go to the doctor? No, if he could breathe, he fine. If I could breathe, I'm fine. What the hell is that? Like, what the hell is that? If I could breathe, I'm fine. But apparently, this RSV is just another form of COVID that was attacking kids more than adults, but now it's getting the adults too. But is the cough is horrible. The cough is horrible. The fatigue is, oh child, oh it COVID fatigue ain't nothing like this fatigue, honey. I'll take the fatigue from COVID any day before this fatigue because even though it's a form of COVID, that's what they was telling Trimell, like it's a form of COVID. It's not COVID, but it's a form of COVID. Child, all I want to do is sleep all damn day. I don't want to get up. I don't want to nothing. I just want to. I literally sit up in the bed and lay back down and go to sleep. And sit up in the bed, lay back down and go to sleep. Because it's a lot. It's a whole lot. It's a lot, y'all. When I tell y'all it's a lot. And it's a lot, but I gotta weather the storm. I gotta push through it. I still gotta go to dialysis. I still gotta do what I gotta do for me. So, you know, it is what it is. At the end of the day, it is what it is. But yeah, so y'all, I'm gonna get out of here. Like I said, I wasn't even planning on going live. I just decided to go live to let y'all know what's going on with Trimell. Just keep him in your prayers because his spirits are starting to get down. And, you know, I don't want his spirits to go down, but I've been where he's at. I've been through it by myself. So I understand what it's like. I get it. I get it 100%. But please, y'all, follow us on all social media platforms. You know what they are: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, TikTok, Instagram, right here on YouTube, Facebook. Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you haven't already subscribed to us on YouTube. The subscribe button is free. If you want to join and become a monthly member, hit that join button. If you don't see it, the link is in the description box. And check out the McRaeKingz boutique. That link is in the description box as well. And if you want to help support the McRaeKingz platform, I don't have the Cash App up in here, but the Cash App it is in the description box as well. The MKingz, the M as in McRae, and Kingz, Kingz. That's the Cash App if you want to help support the channel, or you can send a super chat, or when we're done, you can send a thank you. Whatever. Thank you, Melissa. And thank you for being there for me today, Melissa. I really, 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 you don't understand how much I appreciate you. You really don't understand how much I appreciate you. Thank you, Melissa, for putting the Cash App up in there. But you really don't understand how much I appreciate you. I really, really, really do. Um, and shout out to Babe Nation. Shout out to the Legion. Shout out to everybody that YouTube, Facebook. Shout out to all of y'all. And oh, you know I love you, boo. You know the love is mutual on both sides. You know that. I love you to death. I love you to earth and back, honey. And y'all, if nobody told you they love you today, know that I love you and there's absolutely nothing you can do about it. So with that being said, please remember to always walk in love, peace, sunshine, and happiness. All those great and wonderful things. And always remember that it's Team McRae all damn day. Monte, you enjoy the rest of your birthday. Thank you guys. Good night, and I will see you tomorrow night. Peace.